Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gaming Community Establishment Podcast Show. Today, we have another episode for you all, but be sure to follow our Instagram page, GC underscore establishment, and we upload weekly. Enjoy today's episode. Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to Gaming Community Establishment Podcast Show today, Season 3, Episode 4. So we are still getting the content going for you guys out there and to show love and spread positivity to everybody out there who's watching the video today. We have a very special guest today. Without me introducing him, right, he's going to himself as well. So Xavier, go ahead and give yourself a warm welcome to the viewers out there and to the content.
All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Xavier Garcia, and I am at the Inland Empire Ronald McDonald House Charity. I am the development manager here, and for those who have never heard of the Ronald McDonald House, we provide temporary housing for families who have children who are critically ill or injured, and their kids are receiving treatment across the street at the Children's Hospital. So we kind of provide a home away from home, if you will, with this being a facility, 3 stories, 54 rooms to house the families. And so as a development manager here, I am responsible for raising funds to keep the roof over everyone's head.
Okay, that's great. A great intro. And this video out here, the Ronald McDonald House, is really great to get involved with. So me, myself, I had a tour, I would say about like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Yes, and it was a very nice place. They really do care about their community as well. So we are here today to talk about his gaming story, but also how you can help with the Ronald McDonald House with their goals and mission. So start off. So Xavier, what got you as well, right, into video games, and how was your first experience overall? Because I know there's a great story behind it.
Well, let's see. It goes back a long ways. My first introduction to gaming, my dad brought home a ColecoVision console, nice. And we played Pong. So it was. If for those who remember, you have a line here and a line here, and there was a ball that bounced between both of them, and you had to kind of get them to the. You would win if you got it to that side. So it was very archaic, I guess, but that's what was exciting. Back in the late '70s, having a game like that, and then right after that was Atari. Atari was my dad then came home with an Atari console, and playing Pitfall and Frogger and just all the classics. That was very special to do that with my dad and myself, and at that time I didn't have any brothers or sisters, so spending time playing games with him was just a good memory for me. But that's certainly how it started, and then surely as the years went on and gaming became more sophisticated, I fell in love with Nintendo NES, and so for me that is still my console of choice, believe it or not, with all the technology today. I am an old school. I'm a purist in many different forms, but certainly those are the games that got me started in gaming.
Wow, all the games that you have mentioned, I played myself, and of course the transition from then and now is very amazing, but nothing beats the old school games. And if you guys are watching this video right now, the newer games today, they are based off of the old ones, believe it or not, about the functions and like Pong, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different games out here that are new for either PS4, 5, or Xbox, you name it. They get their bases from them too. So, for example, if you guys have not known out there, Galaga and Galaxia, they have got that whole template from Pong too. Because how you're in space, you're moving left or right,
Yeah.
and then the alien ships drop down their missiles, right? So you're going left or right, and in
Yeah.
the middle, you know, of course not the ball, but that's their missile, right? So things like that, guys, you know, you can catch on, right? If you know your history, you know, and if you don't, well, now you're educated. You
Yeah.
know, it's really great to start from
Mm-hmm.
the beginning and to see where we are going in the future.
Or even Space Invaders. That was one of my favorites, you know, from those consoles.
Oh yes,
Same thing. You know.
Yep. Right. Simple, but yet so fun to do. You know,
Absolutely.
back then. And then of course Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, stuff like that, of course. And
Mhm.
Donkey Kong with the barrels. When you're Mario, I'm like, whoa, okay. You know, I was introduced to that thankfully when I was a little boy. But like my first video game was Nintendo 64 Mario Kart. That was my first experience about games, period.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So moving from that and forward really began to make like my love for the video games too as well. So we kind of have similar history when it comes to that. So it's pretty great to know too.
Yeah.
And you know, with today's market though, of course in December and January, we talked about this before also in person, but the PlayStation 5s were going sold out left to right, and it was really like no break. But I was telling my family and my other teammates as well to wait for the newer version for PS5 this summer, because they always do it. Same for the iPhones, same for the gaming consoles. You get a new addition to what was already out, and most of the time it's usually better. So.
And where do you look out for that? That'll be good.
Oh yeah, big time. And where do you see? Well, you know what? Yes. Do you have a current, newer age favorite console or game that you can think about at the moment?
Well, so my son is 5. I bought him his first console when he was 4. I gave him the Xbox S. So he is all into Fortnite. You know, he's 5 now, but he is into Fortnite and he's into Roblox. So Battlefront and one of the other Star Wars games too. So any of those kind of combat fighting, I play those with him. So I am not as well versed as he is. Believe it or not, 5 years old, he's really good at these games. You know.
Oh yeah.
But same thing with me growing up. When I was 5, my dad got me the games too. So, but you know, I do love some of the sports games. I like Madden, and I really do like playing Fortnite with him too as well. But believe it or not, I still play Nintendo NES, and I still play Tecmo Super Bowl. It's the football game. So I still have tournaments once a year with my cousins, and we still play this game that was made in that one I think is 1991 or 92. But nevertheless, for me, if there's a current game, then it would be Xbox.
Okay, that's good to know too, because for the longest time, of course, there's been a war between Xbox and PlayStation.
Right.
But it wasn't for, I think, since like 3 years ago, where PlayStation and Xbox, they started to enable a cross-play feature, meaning the PlayStation gamers can play with the Xbox gamers.
Right.
Certain games, of course, not all of them.
Like Fortnite, correct?
Fortnite, Modern Warfare, and I think like 2 other more I can think of at the moment. But that's actually a smart idea, because rather than have competition, you can have those shares, you know, together, and then to actually give what the people want, right?
Yeah, and it's great that you can join, you know, together on those different, consoles at the same time.
Yeah. And in that way, they won't be like, oh, you know what? I got to buy an Xbox. Or I got to buy, PlayStation, because we all, have our preference, of course, but to have that availability and that option there for us to choose for, as a consumer, we get to buy what we want more. So if you think about it, it's really good strategy, which should have been used before, but of course things go better with time. So that's fine with that. But with that said too, where do you see the future of gaming going with this society or the world period?
Well, it seems to, obviously everything now, even today with the pandemic and all, everyone being away from each other, it's making it, gaming is still bringing everyone together, in a way, even though we're still so far apart. And I think all the, with technology, with how we're, communicating now through Zoom, and being able to communicate with headsets and, and to be able to see each other playing, while you're playing in different parts of the world. It's just amazing where it's come to now, and, and where it started a long time ago. I remember when, I think it was the first PlayStation, there was a game, I don't remember, but it was a shooting game. And if you had two PlayStations, then you can connect the cord from one to the other.
Oh,
and then
I heard about that.
And so what me and my friends would do is I drilled a hole in the wall so that I can run that cord into that wall. Yeah. And I bought a second PlayStation to play in the different room. We played in this room. And so we had two guys over here and then two guys in the other room. So that we were like, wow, all four of us could play at the same time. It was amazing.
Very creative, yeah.
And so, but it was the only game that we could play. And so, as we sit here now in 2021, well, we know that, those possibilities are endless now for all of us to play together at the same time. So it's hard to fathom what more could be brought, into the future. What else are consumers wanting that we don't have right now at our fingertips? And so I think right now where we're at with gaming, it certainly is, it's in a great place, and it certainly has brought a lot of us together, and to be able to share our favorite pastime together, no matter where you're at.
Yes, and from time to time, it's going to get more better. But here's my thing: for how it was back, back then to now, so of course, like that 20, 30-year difference, big difference, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like now these past 5 to 15 years is a little bit different, but not too much. Like, oh, okay. Like, for example, like from PS3 or PS4 to PS5, right? There's only, in my opinion, a minimal amount of difference you can see. But from PS1 to PS2, you can tell that's a big difference, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like also the more time goes on, the more harder it is for the game developers to make something different and to make it really stand out. Because at this point, we're just, enhancing the quality, which is great too. But that groundbreaking, for example, what I can say, 2021, right? Maybe by 2050, or maybe by the next generation times 2, we might get into some virtual reality gaming, not with the headsets, but actually like your consciousness going into a game system. Imagine that. That would be groundbreaking. Like, whoa, like, and then of course there goes to different human rights issues and liability and all stuff like that, of course. So of course, the more that we do go on, the more safe we have to be. And I'm not sure if we're ready for that at the moment, but that would definitely happen. Give you about 200 years max.
Well, that's that could be. Hey, sign me up for that. But what if like Madden, you know, we see how the athletes are being recorded and they're wearing all those dots all over the jackets and they're doing those things. Like, well, when is it going to be available for us to do? For when you and I were like, okay, let's pop in this game and I got my camera here and we're going to make our own and it's going to upload it and we can edit it and then we can create our own, you know, like bam. Like what if that becomes available and on the fly we can create, okay, now we're going to simulate a different world behind us and I'm going to put this image in there and put it in and the game's going to do it by itself and then we're going to be able to jump in there and then we're inside that game. Like,
yeah,
you know, where could it go? Where could it go? You know, could be some pretty incredible stuff.
Yeah, that's truly amazing. And I do believe that the first part that you said will happen first, of course.
Yeah.
And the second part, you know, so they can have some little trial and errors still going on for experiments probably also. But like, you know, I'm all for the next stuff like that to go on. You know, I love systems too, of course, and I love the high quality gaming. But for me now to actually like stay active as well with my body, I feel like that would be even more fun to actually run around and be, yes, exactly. You know what you just said earlier. So
yeah, and then say, hey, check out this game I just made. Let's play it.
Right. And yeah, see, so it's just so exciting because opportunities is there, and then when more technology becomes you know, appropriate to use for the society, you know, as a norm, then we can expect to see even more faster change. Because a long time ago for Yahoo, you know, Hotmail and you know, MSN, right? And then of course Google came and then Yahoo came. So steps like that about being processed to further better communication, better business practices, things like that. It's really amazing. And it's, you know, I just love talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, yeah. And okay, so see, one last question as well for the show today. And then of course you can give some information about what's going on with the Ronald McDonald House. I think you said in April there's a walk going on.
We have a walk for kids. I'll bring it up in just a second.
Awesome, great. Yeah. Do you want to have a screen share right now, or do you want to just have me for the information?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And I can pass along the power to share a screen with you.
All right. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so walkforkids.org / you can do Inland Empire. And so the Inland Empire Walk for Kids, this is will be a virtual fundraiser because, you know, as of right now, there's no gathering, as we know at this time. So we are still trying to raise funds for our Walk for Kids because this is normally our biggest event of the year. So we are open for registrations right now. So for those of you that want to help participate and donate to a charity for a good cause for families that really need your help, we are very thankful for that. And you can do that by going on either our website, and I'll show you that also, which is rmhcsc.org / Inland Empire. And so you can learn all about our charity and also about our Walk for Kids.
Awesome, that's great. And for the viewers out there, if you did not see the link name on the screen, I will have the link in the comments section and also in the whole description section as well, depending on.
Thank you for that.
Of course, you know, depending on if you're watching us on YouTube or the Instagram page, we're gonna have that link for you guys there. The Ronald McDonald House guys, please do support. They really do care about the community, like I said, and that's a way for you to show love as well. So,
and we would love an opportunity to have some gamers come here to the house. Can give you a personal tour of the house, and you know, and who knows, you know, we have a lot of square footage outside in our backyard, and we have a huge parking lot for maybe gaming event.
That's right.
Tournament,
That's
something,
right.
some type of fundraiser. I'm sure some of you guys out there who want to help and support the charity and come together for a good cause and have, maybe the first gaming tournament for a charity, annual of its kind, so that would be great if we can do something fun like that. That'd be wonderful.
Yes, and a few weeks ago, I remember us telling us about that too, about the whole COVID thing right now, of course. But
yeah,
when we get the green light, we will definitely come there, as a company to help you guys out with that, to have a fundraise and for us to have a gaming tournament there for you guys as well. That'd be really fun for everybody to come, have fun and just show support.
Yeah, it could be outside and we can, be 6 feet apart and it would be okay.
Me and the team will definitely get on it for sure.
Wow, that'd be great.
This too, but hey, we're all a team, regardless of what, and where we're from, right? It's all about the community. So
yeah, this could be big. It could be great for gaming to get that type of exposure too. So
yes, big time.
We could be onto something here.
Really could. Yeah, it's not being done that much, so why not do it with us, right?
Right. Let's do it.
Okay, great, Xavier. Thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And yes, to viewers out there, of course, like I said before, this is a gaming community establishment, and this is the Ronald McDonald House as well. We are close to each other here in the IE, so feel free to reach out to both of us. If you have any questions or any way to show your own support, but you where you want to be as well, and we can work with you on that. Really great.
Thank you.
And we'll stay in contact.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course, anytime. Just let me know.
All right.
All right, great. Have a good day, Xavier. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.